Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the B Rye Show. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here with my cousin, CJ Siege. This guy's the champion right here, man. CJ is my cousin, man. He's a boxer, just to let you know. That's your camera, so you can say what's up to anybody right there.
How y'all folks doing?
So, CJ, we're a big old age gap, but he's my cousin, man. We grew up together, you know what I'm saying? But our family associates with each other, man. But CJ, I was gonna say, man, how you been, man? How you been? How you doing?
Man, I've been doing great. Been working, been doing a lot of things, trying to better myself and get into my fight career and get my schooling done as well.
That's cool, man. Dude, straight up, dude. I'm very happy for you. Obviously, I always keep up with family. I keep up with family stuff, and I'm happy for you, man. I really am. From the bottom of my heart. It's just as you get older, it kind of gets hard to associate with family. You know what I'm saying? It's hard to keep up with everybody.
I get
You know what
that
I'm saying?
completely, man. You see less folks around sometimes because you're just focusing on yourself.
Exactly, man. You know what tripped me out the most, though, man? Our cousin Azariah,
Yeah,
he made state, and that threw me off so bad.
dude, I can't be more proud of that guy.
Right?
Like, I'll say proudly, like I'm so happy for him that he's such a prodigy in wrestling.
Exactly.
Like he's gonna go further in wrestling than I could ever in my wrestling days in high school and all that. Like
How far did you go back then?
I didn't make state. I got injured my senior year.
Oh, okay.
I made district and then I made regionals. Just on those regionals I couldn't make it out. I just got beat out by better wrestlers.
Is that how that works?
Yes. So at the end of the season, you got district, then regionals, and state. You got to get past district to go to regionals, then regionals to go to state.
Wow.
And for me, it was during COVID years too, so they were
Oh,
taking
was it?
less people.
Oh, were they?
So
Oh,
I just had more against me at that point.
dang, I didn't know that, man. I also want to thank our sponsors. It's something I still want to say. That's a joke, though. I don't have no sponsors yet. But no, going back to that dude, it threw me off because like just going to him, right? He I just didn't know. I got frustrated because I would I always keep up with family. You know what I'm saying? The Torres
Mhm.
family. I love all my family. Shout out to the Torres family, aunts, tios, uncles, cousins. I love you all. I miss y'all. I really do. Someone needs to get married already so we can all get together. Here I am, all single. But no, no. What I was trying to get at is so Azariah got like he made state, and I was like, what? And
Mhm.
I just wish I'd known that. I didn't know he was a wrestler, and had I known that, I would have brought him on here before he went to state. That's what I would have wanted. I wanted to do. You know
Yeah,
what I'm saying?
even his freshman year, he did amazing,
Did he really?
and
Oh,
that's really like good. It makes an impact in that wrestling career
yeah.
when you do good your freshman year. Because dude, like club wrestling and high school wrestling to me are completely different animals.
Hmm. Oh, okay.
Once you get into that high school wrestling, you're gonna start meeting a lot of different types of wrestlers, especially when you go out of state to go wrestle other places. And really, for freshman year, it's more initiation.
Is it
You
really?
gotta earn your spot on the team. You gotta make your varsity. You gotta see what you're made of, and you're gonna be forced to go against seniors with man strength, like when you're just coming out of like middle school.
Really?
Yes, it's
Wow.
a big deal.
Yeah, I did not know that. Another thing, like my cousin, my nephew. Not my nephew. He's in powerlifting, so he's going to regionals right now. Fun thing. I'm trying to get him on here, but he's busy. Anyways, I try to get him on here, man, and I'm all like, "Hey, bro, come over, come over." He's like, "I'm busy, I'm busy, I'm busy." You know what I'm saying? But no, he really is. He's going to regionals, and this year he has a potential to make state too. And
Really.
I was like, wow, yeah, oh yeah, dude. Fun fact about him, I'm trying to whenever I'm gonna get him on here. But the thing about him is that so my brother, his dad, he made regionals, but he didn't he start that our small school, we
Hmm.
his year he started that they started the powerlifting team, and so my brother was in that, and then years later I got in that, and I beat his record, and then here comes my nephew squashing our records like
Dang.
crazy, dude. We're talking about like I'm like, how much did you squat? You know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's quite up there, man. But he almost made state last year. He got beat out barely, barely, barely. But this year, you're gonna make it, buddy. You're gonna make it. Our cousin George, he has a son named Malachi, very good at
Yeah.
track. You know what I'm saying? Very talented too, man. Who else is out there that I don't know about that's talented? You know what I'm saying? Everybody.
I mean, shoot, it's a small world, dude. You find out who's just good at stuff out of nowhere.
Right. I wish I was that talented. I really do. Um, what was I gonna say? But that's good, man. Hey, how's your brother, man? What's he been up to? What's he doing?
Oh, he's been good. His season's done. He's resting. Kind of got a bit of a hurt knuckle right now
Mm-hmm.
from district, but he's healing great.
Uh-huh.
It's he's healing pretty quick right now.
How old is he right now? What year? What school is he? What is he right now?
Right. Well, this is his freshman year. He is 14 years old.
Okay. Oh wow. Oh golly.
Hmm.
Really? Wow, dude. I did not know that. So what is he doing now?
Right.
Sports wise. Sports wise.
Sports wise, he's right now he's resting. He'll probably get back into MMA here pretty soon
Mm-hmm.
for this for this spring, the summer. He'll
Uh-huh.
probably do some wrestling camps here and there because he prides himself on his wrestling. He loves his wrestling.
Nice.
He's going a more wrestler route
Okay.
than I am. For me, I came up more of a boxing route. I
Oh,
took a
okay.
lot of boxing fights when I was around his age. I didn't wrestle as much, didn't do the camps as much,
Mm-hmm.
but that's just the polar opposites between me and my brother. Which I like that. I like that we're not the same. You know, we
Really?
ain't twins or something. You know.
You know what's funny, dude? Going just when you were younger, you had, I guess it was amateur boxing at the time. I remember you had just two kids. You were young, and I saw it was on your mom's. I think it was Facebook. It was something, and you were just boxing.
Yeah.
You hit a kid,
Mm-hmm.
knocked him on the floor. Not knocked out, but he fell back, and
Yeah.
I was like this on my phone, like let's go, CJ. And then I told your mom, I was like, hey, I saw that fight, man. That was really good. He knocked him down, not knock out, but he
Right.
punched him, fell back.
I think I remember that one. That was a while ago, man.
And your mom was like, well, the referee said that he just tripped. And I was like, he did not trip. I saw the whole thing. You know what I mean? That's cool, man. Shout out to my primos and cousins again. I love you guys. Man, that's good seeing. Hey, how old are you, CJ?
Right now I'm 19.
You're like, oh, you're 19? You're
Yep.
young, bro. Oh,
Very young. Very
man, it
young.
must be nice.
But that's good. I got a lot of time on my hands to work and get
Mhm.
as many as I can in before
Okay,
things get even more serious, more fun.
more fun. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, so let's start from the beginning, CJ. Growing up, man, what did you do? What did you do? Did you start with wrestling, and how did all that start with your career, really?
Well, I guess as cliche as it's gonna sound, the sport ended up finding me
Okay.
because I dabbled in it. Like I started off as jujitsu and all that stuff. My dad also shout out to Triple C Sports Management. We're out here making fighters grow and taking them in, but um, my dad started me out just small. He wanted to keep me busy. He wanted me to do stuff and get out there because back then I was just a chubby little kid that was scared of his own shadow.
Oh, okay.
And then eventually we got into boxing, and that's when things changed. Because for a while I would lose, and I didn't have no self confidence.
Okay.
Once I got into boxing, though, that's when things changed. This is the first, like, that's when I started legit dieting and did like legit training camps, and that's when I started winning.
Okay.
And that's when the spark hit. That's when I was like, this is what I want to do. This
Okay.
is what I want to. This is what I can be, you know.
Uh-huh.
And it just kept going from there. We did a lot of boxing in between that. We did a lot of matches. Got better at hands. Um, then about sixth grade is when I started wrestling. Sixth grade is when I started wrestling in club, and that was a different animal too. A wrestling camp is grueling. It's you're wrestling every weekend. You're cutting weight every weekend, losing weight, trying to maintain that weight. Um, and you're going against kids that have wrestled since they were tots.
Really?
So you're already having to step up your game because you're going in with kids who are purists at that. That's kind of the hard thing about doing MMA is you can't be a purist. You can't be a purist. You have to be good at everything and be excellent at one thing. So it's frustrating to balance, um, different worlds. And then so after wrestling, then we started, transitioning into more higher end stuff. We started, um, I guess, stepping out of the comfort zone, what you call it. We started traveling places, started seeing what was out there and taking it back, and then using that to our own advantage and developing new skills. And I think that's really what's made me successful, made my teammates successful, is that we kept an open mind. We don't like to stay closed minded. We take in new things when we see it and see if it works.
Okay. Heck yeah, man. What have you done? So you've wrestled and then MMA. What else are you, man? What else can you do?
Um, let's see. I wrestle. I box. For kickboxing and all that, I do different things. I do like Muay Thai and Dutch style kickboxing, just because it focuses on the kick aspect, but you can still involve your hands in it. And for me, I make it more hybrid. If I have to kick, I'll kick. If I have to box, I'll box. And then I'm more hit and move, all that stuff.
That's cool, man. No, I'm happy for you, man. Chris, you did a good job. I'm just saying. Your dad did a good job, man. I was thinking about that. If I ever have kids, I'm gonna put them in the boxing or something. It's so cool, man.
It's good. It keeps you disciplined, dude. It keeps you well rounded, and it gives you a goal in life. Even if you don't go big in it, it'll shape you as a person. It builds camaraderie with your teammates, and you go in there with self-worth, and you get up and you're able to look at yourself in the mirror and saying, you know what, I'm doing something.
That's cool, bro. That's legit, man. I'm excited. I'm actually gonna go to your fight here next week. I'm gonna be there.
Yep, March 16th.
I'm gonna be there for sure. We'll get to that here in a second. But
Appreciate it.
yeah, dude. Hey, so in high school you did wrestling, and then outside of that was the boxing and stuff. That's how it worked?
So I had my wrestling season that lasted about 6 months or so.
Okay.
It would go longer if you made it to like district and regionals and all. Your season would keep going. If you didn't, then it was just done. Then after that, I would call my spring summer season. That's when I would start taking boxing matches, or I would do MMA matches, some jiu-jitsu matches here and there. I mean, if we see them, do some smokers just to get some ring time in, or we go travel. We go travel and train. We go to different gyms and train just to see what's out there and get new skills, expand our horizons.
Sounds like a lot of fun.
It's really fun. Fighting takes you places.
Does it?
Like I've been to some fun places. I fought in Las Vegas. I went to Houston, and shoot, we went to Florida even. That was more vacation, but we still did some mitts and all that. That's just how we are. We call them fightcations. We fight, then we vacation. It's a fun a fun twist to it.
This sounds like fun, man. So you've gone these places, actual like matches, or just training?
So these places, yes. So like the fightcations, quote unquote. That's more so training. Okay. We get to know people. We build connections, which is something that Triple C prides himself on, is building connections. We love making new folks and getting to know them, getting to know their school and all that. It's just something that it helps in the future. It's something that if, hey, you scratch my back, I scratch yours type stuff, just recently I visited Jackson Wink MMA Academy at Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Okay.
That's a legit school that like trains people in UFC and Bellator and LFA and PFC. Like they do all types of stuff.
Yeah.
And I'll thank my school for getting me ready to go to a place like that, because all of them are monsters. Yeah. All of them are workaholics that train. They live at the school. They actually have dorms you go stay at, and apartments you can rent out. You can just go work, go home, train, and just rinse and repeat every day. And they have classes from morning to night. But it's nice, and I spent a week there, and so I did some privates and spent some nights there, and I could say like, yeah, I will say that my team did get me ready, because golly, they freaking pushed me. They pushed me. They got a different work ethic over there that definitely shows in their sports and their competition.
Yeah. Did you have out there or any of these camps at all? Have you met any actual like fighters, professional UFC, like Bellator? Have you met any of them?
Yes,
If you
dude, like
remember any?
freaking, we've seen Holly Holmes just walking around at,
Oh,
yeah, just walking, just
Holly
walking
Holmes.
like she's just an average Joe.
What?
She was the
Oh,
weekend.
that's right. That's right. She's
Mm-hmm.
from Albuquerque. I
Mm-hmm.
forgot about that. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah.
yeah. Um, yeah, it was pretty crazy. I was just I'm
Holly,
like,
like,
oh my god, that's freaking Holly Holmes.
wow.
But I was getting my chain in, and I didn't want to look like no.
You're over here like this. Can I get an autograph, please?
Oh God, they would have flamed me for doing that.
Oh,
They so and it's not that they don't like being appreciated. It's just like focus on you.
uh,
That's their mindset. And it was
okay.
like, yeah, you can appreciate them, but like don't be a fanboy.
Oh, okay,
You
okay.
know that's kind of their mindset over there. I remember I was in a morning class, so they have this weird like strategy class where they go over like quotes and not to and what to do this, and they take inspiration and they go off that. Just
Okay.
kind of how to start the week, which I thought is pretty unique. I've never seen that in a gym before.
Mhm. Okay. Do you remember when we had those MMA fights here? Years ago, and there was a couple of them. Those professional UFC
Yeah,
fighters here.
yeah,
Donald Cerrone had came. Do you remember that?
yes,
You know that
yes,
I lost my mind when he was there. You remember? I remember. It was just funny though, cause I got there. I was like, "Hey, our seat." So basically, our friend hooked it up. Our friend was the ring announcer,
yeah,
and so okay, the ring announcer. My friend got tickets from the ring announcer. He's like, "Hey, I got extra tickets, front row, private seating if you want to come." And I went, and so we got like the VIP. I don't know if you remember, but we were in the front row. I
yeah,
remember.
yeah, yeah.
And so I was like, I'm gonna go to the restroom, guys. I'll be right back. And then I walked in, like just about to go in the restroom, and then this dude, like I could just tell, like I was like he just walked by me, and then people were like, and I was all like, that was not him. You know
You
what I'm saying?
couldn't even believe it.
I was like, that was not him.
That is
That
crazy.
was not him. I went to the restroom. I was like, I sat down, I looked at my buddy, and I was like, hey, never. He was like, oh, no, never mind, never mind. All right, you sure? I was like, what's wrong? Nothing. I thought I saw. Nah, never mind. Anyways, fight goes on, and then one fight goes on, and then out of nowhere, ladies and gentlemen, we want to welcome the UFC, Donald Cerrone, Cowboy Cerrone. I was like, he's here, dude. He's really here. And then, yeah, that was like wow, I can't believe he's here. There was a couple others on. Oh, Rodriguez, Yari Rodriguez.
Yeah,
Yeah, it
yeah.
was just.
Yeah,
I
I
was
remember
like,
he came too.
that just threw me off, dude. Because I was like, oh, we took a selfie because he was right beside us. We were sitting in the front row, and then Ryder was right here. My
Yeah,
buddy was like, dude, right here, right there, you're here. I was like, hey, and so I turned. I was like, hey, bro, can we get a? No. My buddy was like, can we get a selfie? Like, yeah, sure, selfie. Man, we're all like, bro, you know what I'm saying? I remember you took a picture with Donald, didn't you?
dude. I was like, I didn't know what to say. Like
Right,
I
right,
was I was little and I was just seeing this famous dude for the first time. It was like the
right,
first time I legit saw a famous dude,
right.
and I was just baffled. My little kid mind couldn't comprehend words.
Uh-huh.
I wish I could repeat that. I
Right?
felt like I looked dumb.
Because I remember he was taking pictures because there was a break between because one fight just ended,
Yep.
so we're just taking a break, and my buddy was like, "Hey, look, Donald's taking pictures, bro." He turns to look at me. I'm already gone. I was already up the seat. Hey, can I get a Can I get a picture? Bam. Oh, that was. You got a picture too, didn't you? But before the fight, something like that. I know
He gave me his gloves.
really.
Yes, I
Wow.
still have them. They have the Monster Energy drink logo on them.
Wow, dude.
I keep them in a safe place,
Oh yeah.
saving them.
That's cool, man. That is so cool. That is legit. And then what was I gonna say? I wanted to tell you a funny story. At work, we have there was this lady, older lady, right?
Mm.
And so they had told me that they said that she trains boxers. And so I'm thinking, okay. And I look at her, she's like an older lady. And I was like my mom's age, 50s, 60s.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, she looks like in her prime. She must have, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And so I was at work one day and I wanted to go up to her because I was gonna ask her like, hey, do you think you can, maybe show me how to, throw a hook or something? And I didn't. I was all shy. I was like, nah, I think she's too old. I don't think she can do it no more. Anyways, the following week, I was telling the guys, I was like, yeah, man, I wanted to ask her if she can, show me at least how to like, punch right. And then they looked at me. They're all like, Brian, she trains boxers, the dog breed, not actual fighters. And I was like, oh, I was all embarrassed. Everyone was all laughing, and I was like, oh, bro, I didn't. My bad. I thought she was a fighter. So then they photoshopped her head on boxing gloves, and I was like, man, dude, oh my gosh. But yeah, no, I didn't. I don't think I never brought that up to her. I did bring that up to her son. I was like, hey, I thought your mom was a fighter and not a dog breeder. And he showed me photos of her and like dogs just posing, and I was like, yeah, that's that kind of boxer, not fighting boxer.
Mm.
You ever had something like that before, man?
No, but man, I've been want. I like boxers though. I like boxers.
That's your breed right there.
Well, I've always been a pit family,
Mhm.
but if I could, I would. You know.
Get a boxer?
Yeah.
It's
I just like their faces. I like their faces.
You want to put boxing gloves on them? All right, buddy, let's go. And then
Oh man,
start training. You know how they can get on two legs and just kind of do that?
that would be funny. Get some custom gloves made for it, like little booties or whatever.
Yeah, yeah. And then, hey, we're going to spar, buddy. You ready? That'd be so funny, man. Oh, man. Hey, so I'm just kind of curious, bro. So whenever it comes to just training, you know what I'm saying? How does that work? What time do you get up? How does that work, man?
Well, so during the week, my day consists of so I get up pretty early. I go train for about an hour, hour and a half. I warm up with like a 2-3 mile run.
Okay.
Then, depending on what day of the week it is, so today's Monday.
Yeah.
After this, I'm gonna go work out,
Oh, okay.
and then get upper body in. And so I don't just pump iron because it only does so much. I've been actually getting into some light calisthenics also with this. Been studying on it, and because man, if you look at those Olympians, bro, their shoulders are like 3 times the size of ours,
Okay.
but they have so much range of motion. They're doing the rings and crazy stuff with the poles, but they're still so flexible doing it.
Mhm.
That strength is like out of this world. I don't think people realize how strong those guys are.
Okay.
They're insanely strong. Honestly, I put it up there with wrestler strength.
Mhm.
But I've been doing that, and I've been seeing a difference in my training at practice. So then I get home.
Oh, what time do you go to practice and all that? What time does it start?
My practices are in the evenings,
Oh,
around
evenings.
around
Okay.
6 and 7, and I'm
Okay.
usually there for like an hour and a half to 2 hours.
Okay.
Little longer if we're going over technique at the end or getting some conditioning in. And then in between all that, I'm getting it hard studying in at least 4 5 hours if I'm feeling frisky,
Mhm.
if I'm feeling not brain fried at that moment. Because I'm studying for a test just to get into the program and all that.
Oh, what's your major?
Nursing.
Okay. Oh, wow. You're
Yep.
you're taking that step. Heck yeah, man.
Mm-hmm.
They
And
make good money.
we got a lot of nurses in the family too.
We do now. I think about it.
Hmm. That's part of where my inspiration came from. But again, I like medicine. I like the human body and learning about it. I've learned a lot of interesting things. I also like helping people. I think it would make me feel fulfilled in life to do that. And again, you can get a job anywhere if you're a nurse, especially if you get registered. So work anywhere, fight anywhere.
Yeah.
That's the travel nursing too. That would be an excuse to get out of town, train other places, and make money on the side too.
Hey, professional fighters. How, what's their? Do you know their schedule? How does that work? Do you know what a professional like? Oh, they get up and they.
From what I've seen, and I'm just taking this off the Albuquerque trip I went to. Those guys. So how do I say it? It's like they have their own private classes.
Okay.
Right. So you got your average Joes and then you got other classes. But then for those pro dudes, like, yeah, they got their own routine. They're usually up like at 7, 6 sometimes, and they're getting their workouts in, and then doing like private classes specifically for them. Like, and they got other pros or other upcoming pros in smaller shows training them and being sparring partners for them or drilling partners for them. They're always doing something. The week I spent there, like if I wasn't in my room, I was sitting and just looking at them train and taking notes, just looking at what they were doing,
Mhm.
just seeing what they did different. And those dudes would train, go eat, come back, train. If they weren't training, they were just on the mat stretching, talking tactics or talking about upcoming fights with the other guys.
Okay.
But they were
Mhm.
always doing something fight related. Those dudes lived and breathed it.
The MMA or fighting career. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I got you. So from like 7 to like a job, right?
Pretty
Eight
much.
hours
And
just in the
again, those
gym.
dudes work too. I mean, some of them are working, some of them go work, and then they're straight training. And then they rinse.
Professionals or just kind of
All of them, pretty
all of them.
much, all of them.
So like Conor McGregor wakes up, trains, and then goes to work, and then comes.
I mean, yeah, but
I'm pretty sure he
I'm
does.
sure that dude.
You
I'm
know,
sure that dude don't got work. I'm sure he could just train. And honestly, that's a goal I want to do. I want to get to the point where I don't have to work no more. I can just train,
train. That's
train.
cool, man.
If I didn't have school, I
Mhm.
would just be in the gym training,
Training.
training. I wouldn't leave the gym. I would live in there.
That
But
sounds cool, man. You can make it happen.
oh,
Start a
eventually.
podcast with me. Oh man. Hey, we're gonna go to a quick break, and then we'll just thank our sponsors. I just want to thank our sponsors for the video. CJ's my sponsor. Thank you for sponsoring me, CJ. Hey, I saw that, dude. Okay, I have a couple questions. Siege, is that what's the acronym for that? What is that?
It's a word that goes back like freaking forever ago. It's the word for attack, for
Oh,
siege, like siege the castle,
yes.
like a siege. A siege is attacking. A siege is battle,
Okay.
and that's what my name stands for. Siege, battle,
Siege.
fight, attack.
That's cool. I thought it was like
Because there, you
CJ.
got all these dudes that got freaking animal names. I'm just like, man,
The
I'm like
cobra,
the cobra. The no, believe it
the
or not, that's what
tiger,
the one my little kid self was all like. You know what? That sounds cool. I'm gonna go with the cobra.
the
But then, but then, I got then a then an old dude that I used to train with called me Siege, and then me and my dad were like, dude, that sticks.
uh-huh.
Siege. And then my dad told me the meaning of it. I'm like, dude, that makes sense.
Oh, it
We
does.
stuck with it, and eventually that's what I took on was Siege.
Siege.
Mm-hmm.
That is so cool, man. Siege. That's a custom made sweater?
Yeah, this is all my sponsors.
Oh wow. Stand up, dude. Show the camera
Oh yeah,
if you can. Shoot. Look at that. That's so cool, man.
it's good work, man. And it reps all my boys who supported me.
Heck
I
yeah.
couldn't have done it without them.
That's cool,
They,
man.
they, believe like I don't think people take into account how much sponsors help a fighter.
Yeah.
Sponsors help anybody, but fighting especially, it takes such a stress off your back. You're
Okay.
not worrying about like because fight camps are expensive. You got to pay for doctors. You got to get, especially when you're going into like hiring stuff. You got to get paperwork done.
Okay.
You got to get things, your different medicals done, and that costs money. For me too, I go the extra step, and I'm on freaking meal preps, and the meal preps just make the weight fall off.
Does it really?
Yes, yes, but again, that's expensive. It's really expensive. It was almost should we like it was like 170 to 200, and so sponsors don't let you worry about that. You can just train. You can keep. You don't gotta work as hard. You can just keep training and focus on your training and your fight.
Wow. You said 170 a week or a play?
A week.
Okay. I was about to say,
A week.
okay.
A week. Yeah, we buy meals
And
throughout the
just
week, and they're weighed. They're weighed, and they're if you're a macro freak, they're good. They're not like overly salted or nothing. It's good flavoring.
okay.
Mm.
I might need to hit you up about that sometime because that sounds pretty good. I only spend $100 a week on food, but you know what I'm saying.
Mm-hmm.
I need that basically. I don't know, man. That's cool, man. That
Yeah.
really is. CJ. So let's get into this. Uh, you're a fighter. You've done this your whole life. So you're having a fight. here upcoming here pretty soon.
Mm-hmm.
What's his name?
His name is Jack Jesler.
Jack Chisler.
Mm-hmm.
Is he? Is he? So how does that work now? So y'all are coming over here. Is that what's going on?
He's coming here to fight.
Closer.
He's coming here to fight in
Okay.
town. So he'll be out of town fighter. And you're asking how it works, how we get matched up, or
Yes, that too.
yeah. So it's the matchmaker. They'll just find fighters and say it's like, hey, you want to fight this dude and all that stuff. We'll look at our records and this guy is 2-1. I'm 2-0. I think he'll be a pretty good match for me. I think it'll be a pretty good fight.
Okay. There's no title on the line or nothing. It's just
No, not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. That'll be later.
Okay.
That'll be later.
Are there? So what is this? This fight? What is it called? Like, what is this fight called? Actually?
The organization, it's PFC or Peak Fighting Championships.
Peak Fighting Championships, and that's just. It's kind of like he's an away guy and you're the home guy kind of deal.
Yeah, I mean it's just so it's a hometown fight for me.
Okay.
And he's coming out of town to fight, and some other guys are fighting in town too, like my boy Jesus.
Okay.
From Shredder's MMA. He's fighting on the card too with me.
Okay.
I'm excited for his fight too.
Okay. And this is all just people outside coming here to fight people from Amarillo, correct?
Yeah, and some people are coming out of town from different places to fight. They're just gonna meet and fight.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not just home. Like it's not just people from Amarillo versus other folks. It's other folks coming to this place to fight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Are you the main event in that one? Or
No, I'm gonna be one of the. I'm in like the opening.
Okay, that's cool, man. I didn't know that existed. Honestly, I didn't know that was a thing. I don't know how the MMA booking stuff works.
Yeah.
All I know is that it's pretty cool to watch. That's all I know. But I'm really looking forward to it, man. So you've been you prepared for it and all that. And
Yeah, it's been a really good camp. This camp's going smooth. The learning to cut weight better. Like you learn throughout your camp. Some are rougher than the others. This one's actually going really smooth. We've developed new skills and developed a good routine and training every possible weakness that we think we may have or we may think we have. Like you can never be over prepared for a fight.
okay.
It's better than being underprepared.
Oh, okay. Man. So you excited? Are you excited?
I'm extremely excited.
Oh, yeah. That's how it should be.
I'm extremely excited. Like this fight has been in the making, is up and coming. Like it, the best part, honestly, about a camp is going to fight, because your camp should absolutely suck for you to the point where like your fight, dude, it's all fun. You get to go out in lights, you get to go out on cameras and have people watch you, have people cheer your name, and like that's a rush, dude. It's such a rush. It's really good.
Okay. So, man. I haven't seen any of his. Have you seen his highlights at all? Do they have highlights or because I'm
yeah they got video on him. He's a well-rounded guy. Like, I mean, he's I can't say what he specializes the most in. He's a linkier dude.
Okay.
He'll try and fight long, which is nothing it's nothing new for me. I've always fought tall guys throughout my life.
Oh, have you? Okay. Oh, so he's taller. Okay.
I think he'll be a little taller, yeah.
Okay, man. Man, I'm excited. Where's he from again? What state?
I couldn't really pinpoint where he was from.
Okay.
He's secretive too.
Oh, is he? Okay. That's cool, man. I'm looking forward to it, man. I don't know, man. It's like it's weird to me because like I'm nervous for you, but you're not. You know what I'm saying? You're excited.
Nah, it's almost like flow state, dude. You really become numb to it. It's more so like a job. I'm just going to work, dude.
You're just like, I want to go to work. Don't worry about it. You know what I'm saying? That's cool.
It's all fun. It's all fun, man.
Man. So you've prepared. You're kind of like, all right. So this is what he does. Oh, write it down.
Yeah,
kind of like that stuff.
Yeah,
that's what fighters do, right? They
fighters are always studying each other.
That's how that works.
Like fighters are any nugget of information, anything, like like as something as simple as a stance, like this dude is southpaw.
Okay.
So now we just know. I was like, okay, so just think, what would he do as a southpaw? Okay. Then you gotta train the stance. You gotta learn where to slip, where not to slip, where not to move.
Okay.
That's an easy thing for an orthodox fighter to mess up on, is fighting a southpaw, because the power's on the other side, where fighters are used to moving that way, and they end up getting knocked out that way.
Okay. I always thought just fighters just go in there and just fight. I didn't know they actually studied. You know what I'm
Yeah, it's
saying?
a lot of studying. It's a
Okay.
lot of studying. You gotta, and you're watching even your old fights. You're studying yourself too.
Mhm.
You're studying yourself, and you're looking at what mistakes you made because you got to think he's looking at you too.
Mhm.
You got to look at where, like, what did I do? What did I do or mess up on that he could take advantage of? So you can start training to perfect that.
Okay.
Work those bad habits off that you did in your last fight. So it's not just so much studying your opponent, you're also studying yourself to make sure you don't do the same mistakes again.
Okay. Are you? That's cool, man. That is. I'm happy for you. I'm excited for you too, man.
I'm ecstatic about this fight.
Right.
It's something that's been in the making for a bit.
How long does the training start, and then when to how? Okay, how the build up? Like how many months to prepare and all that?
Um,
Weeks. I don't know.
Usually camp for me will be about 1.5 to 2 months, which is more than enough time.
Oh, I thought it was like 4 months. Like, oh,
Now,
that's what
like
I thought.
now, like if you have a like sometimes people will let you know ahead, like, hey, there's a show like I don't know, like 5 months from now.
Okay.
So that gives you enough time to prepare, see if you can do it, get your stuff in order. They'll look for a fight for you when you confirm, and then around the around 3 months to 2 months left, then you start warming up to camp. Excuse me. You start warming up to camp because you can't just hop in there cold turkey. You can't stay peaked forever. You gotta like adjust. Your body has to adjust to losing weight, and your body has to adjust to developing a routine again. Because again, you don't stay peaked. If we could, I wish I could, but we're not superhuman.
Yeah.
You know.
Have you met the guy at all or not yet?
No, no.
So
I've never met this guy in my life. The first time I'll meet him will be in face-offs.
what's face off?
So face-offs is when they I don't know if you ever see like in like the UFC or something, they'll weigh in, then they'll face off.
Oh, y'all do that.
They'll get the
Okay.
yeah.
I don't know. I just thought like y'all do that at home. Not at home. I just thought y'all just weigh in and then just go and
Yeah, we
fight
should.
the next day. But yeah, do face off. That's cool. Do y'all do
Yeah.
like conferences like we're doing now? All right, I'm gonna knock him out.
I don't
And I'm gonna-
not in this one. Not in this one. That would be for like later shows, higher end shows. This one will be more like weigh in, face offs, get your picks, get your vids, and then
Okay,
the next guy up. It's straight business.
Okay. That's cool, man. How much just to get in that, or it doesn't work that way?
I mean, like just it's just like you just read off what they're doing and this one will be different too. This one will be a little more flashy.
Okay.
There'll be lights, there'll be stuff. There'll be probably a stadium we can walk on,
Okay.
to do all that.
I'm gonna be the host of that one day. CJ, what do you got to say? You have a microphone. I'm gonna beat his ass. I'm gonna say something like that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh
and
man.
then you start, and then we'll start like beeping. Oh, they're cussing. The fight's gonna go up. Pay-per-views are gonna go up. I'm just joking, man.
I'll definitely make them money.
Oh man, dude. You got anything to say to him right now?
Nah, you could just show up and make my day.
Dang. Honestly, I wish I could like meet your opponent. Say, hey, we want to do a podcast, and then, so what do you got to say on my cousin? I'm going to take him down like he's like German or something. I was like, all right. And then I come and show him the video, and hey, so what do you got to say to him? And then, oh, it's gonna go down, and then I'll do that. Then I'll do that. I'll do that show that I was talking about. Well, what do you have to say, CJ? I'm gonna kick his ass. Oh. I'm joking, man. I'm looking forward to it, dude.
I appreciate it.
So what's next, man? After that fight, man, what's next?
Well, I mean, we got it just so after this, I'm gonna focus on some school a bit just to get some things out of the way, and then there are later shows, possibly like in June or July, or we'll see what happens in the summer too, like later in the summer.
Okay.
We might take another trip to go train again. Like we're always working. We're always doing something.
Okay.
We're never exactly like we're never resting. Like we're always doing something new. We're always trying to learn new things because that's how you get better. If you stay in your comfort zone and just be satisfied with what you got now, like he ain't gonna get better that way. Even if this fight, I win it, you know, and I enjoy my celebration. That win's done and over with.
Okay.
The next day is just a regular day.
Okay,
You
man.
know, never be satisfied with what you got.
Mm. Okay, man. Well, I'm really proud of you, CJ. I really am. How far you came? I remember. I'll never forget this. I remember like you were wrestling. A bit. You were a little kid. I was
Mm.
a teenager. I remember you put some. You put. I think you put Miguel on an armbar one time, and I was like, "Wow!" But you were a kid. You know what I'm saying? I was
Mm-hmm.
like, "Wow!" And then I know your brother did the same thing, and we're all like, "Wow! They're gonna do good, man." And
Mm-hmm.
dude, how far you came down? Happy for you, man. I really am. I'm
Man,
proud of you.
my little brother was freaking fighting kids on the streets in our neighborhood, bro. We would just put gloves on and go at it.
Really?
Yes,
Golly, man.
that
Hey,
was a
do you ever get messages though, dude? Do you ever get messages like, "I want to fight you"? You ever had those or nah? Not
mm-mm,
really. Okay.
mm-mm. The only drama I really like. I mean, uh, it's just I haven't ran into somebody who's that big headed to talk
Mm-hmm.
shit to me yet.
Mm-hmm.
But really, dude, honestly, consider it bad luck.
Mm-hmm.
If you got to talk shit to me to hype yourself up, dude. To me, I feel like you're already losing.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. That
It's
was.
just
That
I'm
was.
just like I'm like really. I was like that's it. I'm like just show up and fight, bro.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Words can only do so much.
Mm-hmm.
I rather let these talk.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Leech. I don't want to mess with you now. That's cool, man. I'm really happy for you, dude. I really am. Man, one last time, bro. Ladies and gentlemen, this is CJ Siege. Follow links on the description down below. Don't forget to click like and subscribe, man. CJ, what do you have to say to the fans, man? What do you got to say?
Oh yeah, I appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all supporting me. I hope to exceed y'all's expectations as usual. Hey, I'll see y'all on March 16th.
March 16th, ladies and gentlemen. Again, thank you, CJ. I have TikTok, Instagram. It'll be in the link description down below. Again, don't forget to like and subscribe and comment. CJ, thank you for having. Thank you for coming on here, man. I really do.
Appreciate you having me.
Yeah, man. I'll get you back on here in the future. We'll see what goes on from there. Maybe you can show me a little, you know what I'm saying?
Looking forward to it.
You know, I'll be like, I'll come back on the show with the black guy. Like, yeah, it was an interesting experience. You know what I'm saying? But no, I really appreciate you coming here, man. And I want to thank you, Chris, for bringing CJ on here, man. Y'all doing a good job, man. Anna, I love you. Thank you for thank you. I've been busy. I got rappers coming next, and it's gonna be an interesting, man. But like I said, man, I'm happy for you, man. I'm looking forward to your show. Uh, Ladies and gentlemen, again, go follow CJ. What's y'all's do you remember by the TikTok name and all that? The
Oh,
website.
we go by the Gacetas brothers.
Like I said, his brothers, man. Like I said, man. It's in the link in the description, man. Just follow, like, subscribe, support, man. This guy's a good guy, man. He's a fighter. Anyways, thank you guys so much. I love you guys, and I'll see you next time.